welcome. I need to make these 2 piles of paper into artwork to bring to Asheville to sell. Asheville, North Carolina. I have a couple of retail spaces. So I just thought I would record this because, you know, content. I'm not an artist. I'm a content creator. No, I'm just kidding. I'm an artist. I actually do like making videos though. It's fun. Did I prepare at all before I turned on the camera? No, I didn't. My coffee is really far away. I have to get it. I have to get my coffee. You just need to hold tight. Here it is. I'm getting it. I'm bringing it back. I'm getting it. Okay. I'm drinking it. See, it's true. I'm going to put it over here. It's going to cast a shadow. That's how you're going to know it's here. Let's do this. Again, I prepared nothing. There it is. There's what I need. So I make torn paper collage landscapes, and these 2, I just thought it'd be fun to be like, which do you like better? Do you like the bigger size or the smaller size? I don't need this right now. I'm going to take this away. I'm just going to put this up. I'm going to put that here up. And I don't know. You have to have like a hook, right? Like a hook when you put your videos on the interwebs. You have to be like, what do they say? It's always like, unpopular opinion. Small paintings are the best. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to make it something like controversial. Let's start with this big one. So I already have cut everything to size. I have arranged it the way I want it. I'm into these like fall colors lately, even though it is still like 85 degrees every day in Western North Carolina. I have lived here in Western North Carolina. The other day I was trying to do the math because I was like, wait, what year did I move here? I moved here in late 2004. So it will be 22 years this year. This brush seems too small. I'm going to keep going though. I'm going to keep going. And I don't know. I'm getting to be one of those middle-aged people who's like, back when I was a kid, because like it was not as hot when I moved here when I was 24 going on 25. It is the first house I bought, which was in 2006, had no air conditioning. It had no air conditioning, and I never purchased an air conditioning unit. But we're not here to talk about the planet warming. We're here to talk about, actually, you know what? It's my video. We're here to talk about whatever comes out of my mouth. So yeah, I've lived here a long time. Luckily, the house I live in now does have central air conditioning, and for that, I am very thankful. My sunroom studio doesn't though, so it can get hot in here. So if you hear me complaining, that's why. So I'm making this art. I'm gluing this art down. We are going to Asheville later today. If you're ever in town, I have a wall and it's close to the bathroom. So you can't miss it if you go to the bathroom at Woolworth Walk, which is amazing. I have been there now for 5.5 years, and I've been upstairs because you have to start down in the basement. That sounds so funny, but that's how it is. You start in the basement, you work your way up. So I've been upstairs for 2 years now, and my art, especially the small art right now, again, in this economy, is selling much better than other things, and also stickers and cards, which I do not sell on the internet. I'm sorry. It's too much of a pain in the butt for me. So my husband, I say so often that my husband, when I say so, he says buttons, like sew buttons. I'd explain that joke to my daughter. Yeah, so we are, see, I said it again. We're meeting a friend who moved out of the area. We're meeting him for lunch today. So that is a good time. I will already be downtown. It will be a good time to bring some art there to refresh my wall. There are a lot of people visiting the area right now because it is beautiful and it is delightful and we love being here. So I want to get this glued down, but also content. I made a post this morning on Instagram. I'm also on Instagram, surprise, surprise. And I just talked about, I can't exactly remember to tell you the truth, but I said something about the way, sometimes my brain stops working when I'm creating. I think it's because I'm in like the wrong hemisphere. Something about the way that, oh, I know what it was. I was thinking about creating nurture content for my followers when I was awake in the middle of the night. And I was like, that's not okay. You need to take a break from thinking. But you know what? It is hard to take a break from thinking. This doesn't seem like it's the right size. Does it seem like it's the right size to you? It seems like it might be a little tiny bit too big, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. If you have followed me for a while, you know I don't really believe in mistakes. I just don't. I just think, especially in art and in life, come on, let's be serious. Who can ever get through life, you know, without making a so-called mistake? It helps you. I have to go cut this. I'm not going to make you watch. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to yell. I'm going to yell loudly and talk in a deep voice so you can hear me. I hope that I did that correct. Oh, okay, I'm back now. I don't have to do the deep voice anymore. Did I even cut that? Was that like a figment of my imagination? Okay. Some days I have plenty to say when I'm making a video, and other days, apparently like today, I'm like, I think I need to move this up, and I'm gonna. Ready? Okay. This does completely cure, and it's like super durable and solid, but I actually like that for the first little bit, you can move things around. And part of the reason I love making this kind of art is because, is this just still too long? You're gonna have to wait until I come back, and then I'll tell you why I love making this kind of art. Okay, you know how when you make a painting, like a regular, so-called regular painting, you just like paint it from start to finish. And you can, depending on the medium you're using, like if you're using acrylic paint, you don't like something, you can paint over it later or whatever, but not if you're using watercolors, which is my favorite medium. And I love, like, you didn't see all the work that went into this ahead of time. It was so hard on me. It was not hard on me at all. It was, again, did I not cut this at all? Hold on. That's fine. Okay, good. Feel better. I feel better about that. You know, I paint the pieces. I have to pick the colors that I want. And then why I love it is because I get to arrange and rearrange until I feel this like, feeling. That's the feeling. I just know. I'm like, that's it. I did it. And that is terrific. And maybe that makes me not a real artist if I won't, you know, do it all in one go, you know, like one, but I love it this way. I love it. It's so fun and freeing, and it just brings me the joy, people. It brings me the joy. So that's why I love it. That's why I love it. That's why we're here. And after I get this glued down, I'm going to add the details. And for me, the details are where it really comes alive. I released a workshop online teaching folks how to make this kind of art. And I've gotten several photos from people of what they made, and I just, every time, so happy. And one person sent me some additional photos. She'd already sent me some, and she sent me some photos of other stuff she'd made. And she had added details in a way that never occurred to me. And I just loved it. I loved it. So what was my point? Did I have a point? I will add details to my paintings in the way that I do it. But if you were to try this, you could add details in the way that made you happy and filled with joy. That is the whole point of this, in my opinion. I make art because it makes me happy and brings me into the present moment. I sell art to people who presumably also feel that way when they see my art. Hopefully they're not buying it to throw it off a building or something. All right, now we get to, gosh, doesn't it? I mean, look at it. How can that not make you happy? Birds. I'm using my skinniest little pen here. I do have a free supply sheet on my website. Will I remember to like tell you how to get it on this video? Nope, I won't remember. By the time I upload this, I'm going to be like, man, it's breakfast time. I lied to you. This is not my skinniest one. This is, and I'm going to switch because I can see that those birds, they're fine. I love them, but I'm going to make a little skinnier one, like a thinner line. Not to indicate that the birds are not skinny. Okay. Also, the birds don't have to be skinny. Oh my gosh, I'm really getting off track here. Love, love, love. Now, details. I tend to use the same materials for my details over and over again because they are what makes me happy. It's possible I could change my mind in the future or add new things to the mix that make me happy, but these are the colors that I like right now. Did you hear the other day when I was singing Lava Chicken? I feel like I have it in my head again. I'm gonna try really hard not to sing it. Do I want more gold there? No, I want white. I want white. I always go, my daughter's always like, why do you have paint on your hands? Why do you have marker on your hands? I don't know. I just do. Oh my gosh, my eye is watering, y'all. My left eye is watering. I'm gonna close it. It's making it hard. It's making it hard to make details. Oh my gosh, for real, why are you watering? These white pens, this one, I mean, I keep buying the same brand over and over again, but I just feel like this one's not working that well right now. I want to do white details down here too, because I chose to use this piece that's not completely painted. So I'm gonna kind of like copy that vibe so it looks like it's on purpose, because it is on purpose. Let me tell you. La, la. So what are you doing today? It is a weekend. I have, for now, can we say for now? Because I think eventually I won't. I have a full-time job. So a lot of my art making happens weekends and evenings, or and the like. And so a lot of times on the weekends there will be art related things that I'm doing. I don't do like festivals or craft shows or anything like that, but bringing art to a place where it is sold, because I have a few different ones, or making art or making videos, that kind of stuff happens a lot for me on the weekends. But I asked you what you're doing. What are you doing this weekend? Are you going on a trip somewhere? Are you mowing the lawn? Are you gardening? Are you visiting with family? Are you making art? Are you petting your cat or dog? It could be a dog. I have a cat, but I like dogs too. I like animals. Just in general, I like animals. Gosh, see, like, that's how I feel. That's how I feel inside. I gotta glue that down a little better, which I will do, I promise you, before this makes it to the place. My friend works at a school and she is spending her Saturday, what do you call it? Like proctoring the SATs. Whew. Did you take the SATs? I took them in the 90s. It was a long time ago. Do you want to hear about my college degree? Okay, cool. My college degree is in studio art with a concentration in graphic design. And have I used it? I don't know. Have I? I guess I did graphic design for a little while. Do I like what I'm doing? I don't know. This always happens when I'm on camera. Is college still going to be a thing? I have a middle school aged child. Will that child go to college? These are the questions. These are the questions that I have. Yeah, just feels like a breath of fresh air. And then I'm not going to do this on camera probably, but what I will do is I will use some stuff and put it on the back and then put this in here, and then I will make it even. These have changed recently. They used to have a thinner frame and more space, and I liked that better because there was just a little more wiggle room. But okay, so here's painting A, and it has this hangy thing. This is painting A. Can you see it? Can you see it in all its glory? Just, Okay, so that's painting A. So do you like this size better? Because I feel like there has to be some sort of question for you to answer in the comments. Or are you gonna like this size better? So let's do this. I'm gonna move this out of frame. Look, my coffee's still here. I forgot about it. I'm gonna drink it. It's probably not warm enough. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's get this show on the shizzle. And let's do it. Hey, guess what? I'm tired. If you're a parent, I'm going to say if you're a mom, because if you're a dad, you're probably not watching this. Just saying. Like my dad's not alive. He's not watching videos on YouTube. My husband, he watches videos on like guitar players and like drummers, and I know men like art too. Oh, and if you listen to any of my shorts or reels, especially since August of 2026, it is my husband who plays random things on the guitar, and I upload them, so I'm not using copyrighted stuff. Where am I going with this? As always, like that should be the name of my business. Where am I going with this? You know where I'm going? I'm going with art. My child's gonna come in. She's gonna come in and she's gonna ask me for something. You're gonna hear her. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Yes?
My belly has this weird feeling.
What do you mean by that?
So like right now it feels empty, and then every 5 minutes goes.
Okay.
So I'm hungry.
That, my dear, is hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's been grumbling.
It's been grumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what the heck to eat.
Pickles.
I'm really hungry.
Pickles?
Pickles isn't really a morning.
Do you want me to make pancakes?
Absolutely, yes!
Can I finish gluing this down?
No.
What if I said I have to finish gluing this down?
I was kidding about that.
You were kidding? Okay. If you... Hi. Oh, my sweet baby.
So,
yes?
the ranch game is really fun.
Yeah?
Because you can ride and stuff, and you can tame horses.
Ooh.
And do, like, shows and stuff.
That sounds amazing.
It's really cool.
That sounds incredible, my love. I will be out in... I don't know. Do you want to time me? 3 minutes?
Maybe.
5 minutes?
Maybe.
Okay. Told you. Told you.
Can I have, like, something to hold off until you're ready?
What do you have in mind?
I don't know, maybe like a go-kart or something.
Sounds good to me, kiddo.
And it is a weekend.
Okay. It is. It is indeed.
It is indeed a weekend.
I'm back. I left because I noticed I was getting a lot of paint of something on my fingers and it was transferring, and I don't like that. So here I am. I'm back. Still discussing with the child what she will have for breakfast. Okay. I feel like I keep moving this back and forth. So yes, I did get some yellow right there, but I don't actually feel like that's a problem. I'm like, the sky has yellow in it. And I'm gonna add birds. It's gonna be beautiful. And now I have a Noah Kahn song stuck in my head. I'm gonna try my hardest not to sing it because it has a swear in it. I think this needs to be trimmed slightly. Can you hang on? Okay. I think I need to eat breakfast. I think my energy is starting to flag. Did I say I didn't sleep well? I think I was talking about that 7 minutes ago or something. I heard Leslie Mann on an interview just saying how like after she had kids, and her kids are in their 20s, like her sleep never went back to normal. And I was like, is that the fate for all of us? My daughter, as I said, is middle school age, and she woke me up last night because she said she had a dream that made her feel gross. And then she asked me if I would sleep in her room. So and then I laid awake wondering about making nurturing content. See what I'm saying? My head. All right. Lovely, lovely, beautiful, stunning, lovely. And no, that's the thick one. Don't use that one. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Okay, la 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 la. Okay, good. How do I pick the colors for my details? I hear you asking. No, I don't. I don't know. When I recorded my workshop, I was like, it was easy to answer the specific questions people had, like, what paper do you use? That kind of thing. But it's harder to answer the questions about how do you choose colors? Although I did explain how I think you can choose colors so they look good together. And it's hard to explain how I know when it's right, how I choose the colors or marks. It is not predetermined. It is just in the moment. I'm like, oh, that would look good. Like I had no idea, even though I had determined which layer would go where, I had no idea where the birds would go. I had no idea what colors I would select to do the details. It just, none, no idea, no idea, no idea. Should I have pancakes? Honestly, I usually have yogurt, and that's probably what I'll have. I don't know, I'm torn. See, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens where I'm torn. I'm gonna do this. I want it like this. There we go. There we go. And could you add these details before you glue it in, just to make sure you get all the way to the edge or whatever? Of course you can. Of course you can. You really, really, if you are to make something like this, should make it the way you want it to be. Yeah, y'all, I'm tired. I started saying y'all after I moved here, but only sometimes. I'm a you guys person. I grew up with you guys in the Northeast. But I guess sometimes that is like not the preferred. I'm gonna stop talking about that. Y'all, here. Do you have a preference? So there's a tiny one, and they're not exactly the same color scheme, but they are similar. They definitely are like in the same family. They're like cousins for sure. Do you like the big one or the small one more? Or tell me what you studied in college. Or tell me what kind of coffee you like. Or what kind of pancakes you like. I'm here for all of it. Thank you for joining me.